because this child ended up with a transmitted disease from you. How many times did you violate this child?
Only one situation.
That's a little different than what we have documented.
This is the parole hearing of an evil father who did horrible things to his 5-year-old daughter. Listen to him lie about his horrific crimes.
Are you sitting here saying that the circulation of this the child ended up contracting was not from you?
It did come from me
Right.
because I had performed on my child's mother, and she has, like, I tried to explain this to DCF. She has bags of clothes that she'll put towels and stuff, and some of her clothes and the child's clothes are mixed in that bag. She gave me something to spit into, and it happened to be a garment that the child wore for school that morning.
Oh, so the child contracting the transmitted disease was inadvertent through clothing, not for you forcing your in the child's.
He takes no accountability and denies his crimes despite pleading guilty in court. Listen to the parole board grant him parole.
Okay, so in the case of Timothy Tolliver, inmate number 411725, there is a motion to grant discretionary parole.
Do you agree with the decision?
This teacher admitted to serving cupcakes laced with her husband's sperm to her students and will spend decades behind bars after pleading guilty to the horrific crime. 36-year-old Cynthia Perkins was working as a junior high English teacher, and her husband, Dennis Perkins, a special operations deputy, when investigators received a tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They raided the couple's home and seized photos and videos of them committing horrific acts, one of which was of Cynthia filming her husband supplying the ingredient for the cupcakes that were later fed to children at the junior high school. Those recordings also revealed it was mixed into both the desserts and energy drinks before being served to the victims. Cynthia resigned the day after her arrest, while Dennis was fired. Although Cynthia claimed that Dennis manipulated her into committing the crimes, she was sentenced to 40 years in prison without the possibility of parole. As for Dennis, he accepted a plea deal and was sentenced to 100 years.
Police were called here to Wind Gap Avenue last night around 9 o'clock for a burglary in progress. When they got to the apartment building, they found two boys who looked to be around 12 and 13, highly intoxicated. The pair told officers they were walking along Wind Gap Avenue asking people if they needed their driveways shoveled. According to court documents, this woman, Rochelle Stewart, agreed to pay the boys $5 to shovel her front walkway. While the boys were shoveling, Stewart allegedly invited them inside for hot chocolate, then offered them alcohol. Police said one drink led to Stewart giving the boys multiple drinks consisting of vodka and wine until they were drunk. One of the boys told police when he was drunk, Stewart sat down next to him, put her leg over his, and touched him inappropriately. The boys immediately left, but had to go back after realizing one of them forgot their coat. That's when police said they showed up. Stewart denied letting the boys in, but police found the victim's coat on her couch and a half-gallon of vodka, half empty. One of the boys also took a video of Stewart sitting with the other, rubbing his shoulder and arm.